Jim, what have you thought of the two new young centers?
You know, I think they're working hard. They've got a good understanding of what we're doing. Physically, they're getting stronger. They have already put some weight on, and you see a strength gain already, but there's still, work to be done in that area.
I think you've mentioned that you hope not to play Marek at the center. Have they progressed to the point where you still?
I mean, we won't know that until we start playing games. I wouldn't be surprised if he plays center sometimes this year, but I think we're pretty flexible with where guys are going to play, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, he could play some at center.
I know it's only a brief sample size so far with Jalen. How much are you relying on him this year to step into that role that has been filled over the last couple of years by good guard play?
Well, we have 5 guards, and there are 4 of them can play the point. So we'll see how it goes. It's a work in progress. Got a lot of young guys back there trying to figure out who's going to play and how they're going to play. The difference with this year's team and last year's, with Tyus, Frank, and O'Shea, I mean, you basically had 3 guys that were going to play 38 minutes. And this year, the only guy that, at this stage that looks like he would be playing that many minutes would be Elijah. So I think there's more flexibility in terms of the minutes, in terms of getting people onto the court, so that nothing's set in stone. I think we'll be flexible with how we play guys, and it could change literally from game to game. So we'll just see how people play.
It's been a couple of years since we've seen Howard Washington coming back from last year in some situations. How does he look?
I think he's much better. Last year he was never fully in shape with everything that he went through, understandably, but he's much better conditioned this year. I think he's improved his shooting. So I've seen improvement.
Coach, Quincy Guerrier joins a pretty long list of Canadians that have played on this team. How much of the effort in recruiting and scouting goes to Canada?
Well, we're always looking for players that can help us, and we've had success in both Toronto and Montreal in the past. Chris Joseph from Montreal, a number of guys from Toronto. So that area is only 4 or 5 hours away from us. It's close. So we're going to always be mindful of the players in those areas, and if they can help us.
How is Quincy integrated into the team thus far?
Good. He's been here all summer. He's worked really hard. He's worked really hard. He's been as hard a worker as anybody we've had, getting in the gym, doing things, shooting. He had a good trip, played very well, and continues to make good progress.
Where do you want to see most of his progress now that the team's back and season's getting closer?
Who's Quincy? He's just getting used to playing with everybody. It takes time. 5 freshmen are always difficult to figure out how 5 get in there, but this team, we're fortunate that we have 3 juniors that have played a lot, had a lot of game experience, a lot of practice experience, and they're going to be key for us. Barama being healthy is really important, and he's shown that when he's healthy, he can do some things out there. And obviously, Marek and Elijah have been very solid players, so it's good to have those guys here.
Coach.
We've got a really good schedule, non-conference, opportunity to win games, and obviously a very tough conference to play in. How these young guys fit in and is going to be important for the overall success of what we do this year.
Any other questions?
I think it's important that any of these young guys could step in and do something. You really don't know until you get closer to game time. But they're all capable, very capable players. The freshmen are much better than their rankings, which really we know from past experience with our players. The ranking doesn't really matter. It doesn't really reflect how good a player can be. We've had guys not ranked in the top 100 be very productive players as freshmen. So, and this group is like that. It's a very good group, very solid.